and good afternoon. You are tuned in to B-Boy 45, broadcasting from the Seacrest Studios, and this is a special edition of the latest news to keep you in the groove with Maya. Maya, who do we have on the FaceTime today? I almost said the phone.
Samantha LaPorta.
Samantha LaPorta, how are you?
Hey.
Good, how are you?
Oh man, we are so good, especially now that we're talking to you. Maya, take it away, girl.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm so excited to be talking to you. So I was wondering, what got you started in music?
I was really into Taylor Swift at that time. I was a big fan, and I remember my mom took me to New Orleans to see her, and I remember being there, and I said to her, this is something I want to do. Like, I could totally see myself being on stage doing that, and she was like, what? Because I used to be very shy and introverted and never really, like, went out and did anything. And from then, I just started posting videos and got into it more. And then I was like, this is definitely what I want to do. Like, music is a passion of mine.
Cool. Yeah, I love Taylor Swift.
I just saw her in Tampa.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like just as a friend or like her concert?
Oh, yeah, for like a concert, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Taylor Swift.
Go ahead.
So I was wondering what the inspiration behind your songs I Know You Know and Don't Say Forever are.
For I Know You Know, that was really just a fun, like, upbeat song. Everyone was like, oh, it's kind of like Kelly Clarkson. It reminds me of Kelly Clarkson. And Don't Say Forever, I really wanted to have a Latin beat because my dad is from Central America, and I really wanted to put that in there and kind of like show a different side that most people wouldn't like see.
Cool. Cool. So from your song I Know You Know, well, I love that song.
Yeah.
And so I love the lyrics. If this world understands me and if they don't. And so I was just wondering what you were thinking when you wrote that.
I think for everybody, everyone has like a time where they feel like they don't fit in, or they just don't feel like they know what they want to do or like where they're going. I just feel like it really like represents that like everyone has that time where they're like, I don't know what I want to do, like I don't know where I want to go, but it's like everyone feels the same way, so you're not alone. You have everyone with you still.
That's cool. Yeah, I was listening to the song with one of my friends yesterday, and he was like, well, is there lyrics from like one of her songs that you'd want to ask her about? And I said, well, I want to ask her about that because to me it means like even if the world doesn't understand you, if you find one person that does, that's enough.
Yeah, that was a good question. I really do. I think lyrics mean a lot, especially in songs, and like I'm glad that you noticed that, because that's really cool, because I've always wondered, like, do people really listen and like hear the lyrics besides just like the music?
Yeah. So I know that you were at the RDMAs last year. So I was wondering, like, who did you meet that made a big impression on you?
My person I met was it was the cast of Descendants from Disney, or that was my favorite. Yeah, because they did their premiere for their new movie there. Or I met That's So Raven, which was like really big for me because I used to love watching that show, and sometimes when it comes on, I still watch it like at 2 a.m. when it comes on. And
Yeah.
I like to go and like watch them. So yeah, for me, those were like my big people to see that I really enjoyed.
That's so cool. Have you seen Descendants?
I have. After that, I went back and I watched the first movie because I love Kenny Ortega stuff. Like, I loved High School Musical and Hocus Pocus. And then when the second one came out, I was like, I remember like watching like the premiere that they had at the Radio Disney.
I love those movies. Those are some of my favorite movies.
I really did enjoy it.
Yeah. So what was your favorite performance there?
Performance. I loved this year. I really loved Charlie Puth. I've always wanted to see Charlie Puth, and I finally got to see Charlie Puth and Meghan Trainor, and Janet Jackson got an award, the Icon Award that they have, or it's an Icon Hero. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, like Janet Jackson's here. But yeah, Charlie Puth was like, he sounds like just like he does in the recordings. Like live, he is amazing. Like he had all this energy and he was jumping around. It was great.
Cool. That's so cool. So what's your songwriting process like?
I like to get inspiration from older songs. Like if I, with my dad, and we're listening to something by like an older band, like the Eagles, like he loves to listen to the Eagles. And if I hear something there that I think is really cool, I like to take that and like kind of sample it and make it my own. Or sometimes I'll just be sitting like at school and someone will say something to me and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. And I'll just like come with these ideas and just like write them down. And then when I go either out to California or Nashville or New York, I'm like with my team, I'm like, guys, like I have these ideas, like let's just like write whatever we can. Like for me, it's kind of like keeping a journal. I love to write and I like to go into the studio and experiment with like different things. I love pop music and that's what I'm into, but I like to interpret like different things into pop music that you hear in other genres of music.
Cool. So is there someone you hope to collaborate with on a song?
There are a bunch of people. I always want to collab with, I think Taylor Swift would probably be, because I'm just like, that will forever be like one of my role models. Taylor Swift, maybe Casey Musgraves. I've always been like, for country music, I've always been a big Casey Musgraves fan.
Yeah, she's fun.
Dan and Shay. Maybe like Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake. Those are all like my big ones for me.
And that's so cool. Yeah. I love like everyone you just named.
Oh, great. Whichever one I'm lucky enough.
Yeah. So, do you have any new music coming out that we can look forward to?
I have 2 new songs that I just co-wrote in LA, and I'm very excited for them to come out because I feel now, like growing as an artist, I have more input in what I like and what I don't like and like the type of sound. So I'm very excited for these to come out. And I played some of them for my friends, and my friends are like, that's amazing. Like, this is something we've never heard from you. That's so great. And so I'm so excited to put them out and like have everyone hear them besides like my friends and my family.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for your new music.
I would play it for you right now. Like, if I was there, I'd be like, hey, listen to this because it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what song are you currently rocking out to?
Tough one. Maybe I would want to say I still listen. Camila Cabello came out with an album last year and she opened up for Taylor Swift, and I've just been listening to like all her songs from her album because I'm like, she is so cool. Like the energy that she had on stage and like her production and her songs. So I've been listening to her whole album. So if you have a chance, like go listen. They're great songs.
Yeah. Cool. So do you have like any plans to go on tour soon? And any plans to come to Denver?
I actually do. I was in the airport the other day, and there was like a poster in the airport, like for flights to go to Denver, Colorado, and I was like, "That's what I want to do." I've never seen snow, so I really want to go like skiing and all that. And for tour, I'm actually opening up for JagMag, who was Radio Disney's Next Big Thing, November 3rd in New Jersey. So I'm really excited to go because I've never been like an opening act before or done something like that. So I'm very excited to go and perform.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I also love JagMag, so.
Oh, cool. That's the coolest family I think I've ever met. Like the energy the whole family has, the mom, the dad, like I love all of them. They're great.
Cool. Yeah. So who are your musical inspirations?
I would say I do draw a lot of stuff. I like to listen to Alicia Keys' old albums. I think it was her first album that ever came out, where it was just like her with a piano. I love that. I like sitting down and listening to like music that is like stripped down from the whole production, and it's just like a person, a piano, or a person, a guitar. And I love listening to her. Of course, Taylor Swift, because I'm an OG Swiftie. And Casey Musgraves, I love her creative lyrics. And I think she's like so cool for country because she can mix like the country, western, pop. And so I love that.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know you're involved with a lot of charity work, and you've performed at Ronald McDonald House and the Children's Hospital, and you're also involved with the American Cancer Society, and you work with anti-bullying campaigns and autism awareness.
Dang, you're busy, girl. Good work.
So what draws you to charity work, and why these particular charities?
Really important, especially like in a community, to get involved at like an early age, because I feel like being involved kind of like shaped me into like a person I want to be, and also set me up as a role model, especially with the American Cancer Society. My dad had cancer and my aunt had cancer, and I really like to be involved and like know and be a part of that, and be able to like hear people's stories and like what they go through, especially with bullying and kids with school. Like social media, I feel like has a lot now with like bullying, and just like showing kids that like it's okay, like this time in your life is gonna pass, and it's not gonna be forever, that in high school like this happens or this happens. And I just think it's really important to be involved and like know, especially at a young age, and just really everything around you.
That's a good way to live your life for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So do you have like any advice you would give to patients here about staying positive and chasing their dreams?
I remember like visiting my dad like every day. I would like tell like a joke, or we would laugh about something. And I think it's like important to stay positive. I think if you have a positive mindset and stuff that you like generally like put out or like say, like anything like positive, I really feel like changes the whole like perspective of how the day goes. And I feel like just remaining positive and don't like focus or like dread on like negative things. I honestly think just staying positive and being happy and having like people around you that really care about you and really support you there honestly like helps. And I feel like you can really do anything. You just have to put your mind to it. And I feel like once you do that, you can achieve anything you want to achieve.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So if you could have any song playing to announce your entrance into a room, what song would you want it to be and why?
What song? I feel like if I could have any song, let me see. I'm trying to think of a song. There's like a Sierra song that's like 1-2 Step, and I remember.
Let me
like,
hear you 1-2 step. Yeah, that's good. That's a
Baseball,
good one.
at baseball games, the guys would always have walkout songs, and one guy had one, and I was like, if I had to have one, that would be it. Because everyone in the crowd starts, like, dancing, and they, like, know it right away. Yeah.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like if I had one, I don't know, there are two songs. There's So We Did by Brandon Michael Hall, and then there's Legendary by all these Disney Channel actresses that I love. So I think it would be like one of those.
Good ones. I feel like I know what you're talking about. How we did. That sounds really familiar to me.
Yeah, it was on The Mayor.
That TV show.
show.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I think it wasn't Leah Michelle from like Glee.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool. Yeah. So do you have a motto or a quotation that you live by?
There actually was one. I can't remember it, but honestly, I just live by like staying positive and definitely surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about you. I think is great because I have my close group of friends that I always hang out with, and it's just like being with them and being with your family. I think is what makes you positive and really makes you like a happy person.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing to live by. So who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
Yeah, did you hear that question?
We might have just cut out. Did you catch our question?
No, I didn't catch your question.
Okay, there we go. You're back. We're back. Try it again, Maya.
Who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
I would say my mom. I think my mom is for all like the things like moms do. I never really realized it, but like I remember someone saying your mom is so dedicated to helping you like go places with your music, and I'm like I think moms really are like super dedicated to like what they do, and they really put 100% on and like their stuff on hold for like their kids. So I would say like moms are truly like real life superheroes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my last question. Thank you so much for calling in.
And I definitely need to come to Colorado. I really want to.
We'd love to have you into the Seacrest studio. I'm sure we'd have tons of kids that would love to meet you. And
Yeah.
so just know the invitation is open and we'd love to have you.
Yes, I would love to come. I really do. That's crazy that you said that because the other day I was looking at that poster and I was like, I want to go.
You've never been to Colorado?
No.
Never been to Colorado.
Never
I don't
seen
think-
snow?
the farthest I've ever been west is California, LA. So yeah, I've never been to like Colorado. I've never been to Colorado. Yeah.
Well, we'd love to have you, and the invitation is always open.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to come.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. It was great talking to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was fun. Bye.
Bye.